Sit closer, traveler. The flame of a fire dispels the darkness on earth, and the light of the stars dispels the darkness in the sky. You wish to hear a story? Very well. I will tell you of a young man who chose to become a shaman. I will tell you of the trials set by the spirits, but be warned. This is no cheerful tale. It is a story of fear, of shadows, and of voices that whisper in the dark. Do you still wish to listen? Then listen well. Many years ago, in the cold northern lands, there lived a young man named Tuora. From childhood, he sensed that the world was not as others perceived it. He heard the whisper of the wind, saw shadows slithering through the campfire smoke, and knew that at night, the snow bore tracks, not only of men and beasts. When his time came, the village's old shaman led him to a sacred cave deep in the mountains. If you wish to be a shaman, the elder said, you must prove the strength of your spirit. You must show that you are worthy. You must face the spirit's trial. If you succeed, they will accept you, and you may continue your path to becoming a shaman. But if you fail, you will remain in this cave forever. Tuora nodded, and so he stepped into the darkness. The cave stretched deep into the mountain, its tunnel swallowing the dim light behind him. Soon, the entrance faded, and Tuora was left in absolute darkness. The darkness was so thick that it seemed tangible. At first, he heard only his own breath. Then, the soft drip of water falling from the ceiling. And then, the voices. Tuora, someone whispered. Why have you come? He froze. Tuora, you are weak. You will fail. You are not strong enough. Tuora, leave now. This place is not for you. The voices grew closer. They surrounded him, speaking all at once. Their words pressed against him, heavy as stone. Tuora felt his chest tighten, as if he could no longer breathe. You are a fool. Do you remember your first hunt, when you couldn't bring yourself to strike the deer? Do you remember when your friend slipped into the mud, how everyone laughed, and you laughed too? Do you remember? The voices bombarded him with every mistake, every failure, every moment of doubt. Fear crept in, whispering that he should turn back, that he should run. But then, Tuora remembered what the old shaman had taught him. The past matters, but not more than the present. A river flows from its source to its mouth. It is always the same water, yet how different it is at the beginning and the end. Tuora gathered his strength and took a step forward, and the voices fell silent. But something even more terrifying awaited him. Tuora emerged into a vast cavern, where a faint light seeped through cracks in the stone. And there stood his father. But Tuora's father had died when he was a child. My son. The voice was quiet, sorrowful. Why are you here? Tuora could not speak. He stared at the figure in front of him, so familiar, so strange. Why have you abandoned your mother and your kin? The spirit continued. Did I teach you this? You should be protecting them in my place. Don't you want to go home? The shamanic path is loneliness. It's pain. Turn back now. Go home. Your family needs you. Tuora felt his heart clench. He loved his parents. He had always been a good son. The thought of returning to his village, to his mother, filled him with longing. He turned. He was about to take a step back toward the entrance. But then he remembered the old shaman's words. A tree cannot live without its roots. But a tree must also grow, must reach for the light. Otherwise, it will never truly be a tree. Tuora turned back. With renewed resolve, he stepped forward. The figure shuddered as if struck, then dissolved into black mist. But one more trial remained. Tuora walked deeper into the cave until he saw it. A monstrous thing crouched in the cavern's deepest corner. It resembled a human, but its limbs were too long, bending at unnatural angles. Its face was smooth and featureless, no eyes, no mouth. And yet, it spoke. "Do you wish to be a shaman?" The voice echoed from all directions. "Then answer me. Who are you?" Tuora hesitated. "Who are you?" "Tuora," he answered. "No." The voice darkened. "That is a name given to you by others. But who are you?" Tuora frowned, thinking, "I am a man." The creature laughed. "There are countless men. That means nothing. You are nothing. But being a shaman, that is something. You wish to be great? Then deny yourself. Admit that right now, you are nobody. Empty yourself. Erase yourself so that you may become something greater." A terrible cold slithered through Tuora's mind. The question sounded simple, but it was scary to answer. And yet, he realized the truth. If he said yes, he would cease to exist. His mind would unravel into the darkness. Then, like a whisper in the wind, the old shaman's teaching surfaced in his thoughts. Everything in this world is both one, and everything is unique. Everything matters. A single drop of water can make a cup overflow. A single snowflake can trigger an avalanche that buries an entire valley. Tuora was terrified, but he clenched his fists and said, "I will not surrender myself." Silence. The creature stretched, moving unnaturally. It leaned closer, bringing its faceless head inches from Tuora's own. Then it spoke. "Then go. You have passed." And in that instant, the cave vanished. Tuora awoke lying at the cave's entrance. Above him, the old shaman stood, watching him with an unreadable expression. "You have returned," the old shaman said. Tuora nodded. "So, you have passed the trial." The young man took a deep breath. The old shaman's lips curled into a knowing smile. "Your journey is just beginning. This was only another step along your path. Come." Tuora took a deep breath again, then rose to his feet and followed his teacher. No one had ever promised that the path would be easy. And so, traveler, that is the story. Now tell me, would you dare to enter that cave? Are you certain? Then be ready. The spirits are always watching. The spirits are always waiting to test you.